Hey, what is actually crack-a-lack-a-lacking? Coach Jack Daniels at the Boxing Trends channel, and how y'all doing this evening? As for me and my handsome self, you know what I mean? I am actually great. Given the circumstances of my lengthy life, all praise due to the Creator for establishing that or for doing that for me, right? I am truly blessed. Blessed enough to come on and invoke the truth about the boxing game, right? This is just in one area of the life, because there is multiple layers of the boxing game that we all love so much, and right, and should want to be aware of every functionality associated with the sport of boxing. So tonight, it isn't a pleasant subject, but it is a much needed subject based on the circumstances that centers around the conversation we're about to bring to the table. Right. So this is what time it is. A couple days ago, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Bill Haney had a active, lengthy discussion, and Bill Haney took it upon himself to express his displeasures with Floyd Mayweather Jr. He in turn stated that he felt like Floyd Mayweather was a funny style ninja, right? For all the stuff that he does, which centers around perpetrating fraud on the people that he has in his company. A lot of people that he know, and at the same time, about the same token, a lot of people that Bill Haney know, right? Some here, some gone. But at the end of the day, he established within a wide parameter that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was a hater, right? Now, the reason why I took the liberty to bring it to the table, because after that discussion Bill Haney had with Floyd Mayweather Jr., Floyd Mayweather Jr. went to another site, another podcast, and started discussing start to discuss the ineffectiveness of Devin the Dream Haney while he was in the ring with uh, Ryan Garcia, right? He pointed out that Devin Haney jab was the term amateurish. That quote unquote, that's what Floyd Mayweather said. And he also said that the reason why Devin Haney didn't have any power because he wasn't taught or trained to know how to effectively create power, right? And need I say that is actually factual, but I also need to say in the same breath that wasn't Floyd Mayweather Jr. one of the authors of Devin the Dream Haney's training regimen? If memory serves me correctly, it was Floyd Mayweather, his dad, Floyd Mayweather Sr., and his uncle, Roger Mayweather, right? I'm just saying, I'm trying to make a point here, right? Now, in training, when you first start training, right? I'm going to speak as a professional, right? Because I didn't really go through having any amateur career, so I don't know if the layers I'm saying, but I'm assuming that you start off with the principles of boxing when you start learning the art of boxing, right? And so one of the arts of boxing is how to learn how to throw the punch, right, with your weight premised on your right foot, right? The power is established from from your right foot, using your left foot to pivot in the direction that the punch is going, right? So you use the momentum from your body weight off your right foot, right? During the course of that, it comes into play that you also use your momentum, right? Your momentum that you learn through boxing, like jumping the rope, shadow boxing, right? You know what I mean? You learn all these different tactics to create a strong power punch, right? It ain't got nothing to do with growing into your power, right? That has absolutely nothing to do with that. Learning the art of power comes from a taught transitional point in a boxer's regimen, right? So let's just spill away with the notion that it's a physiological thing that you grow into. No, it's a trained it's a part of your trained regimen to learn how to throw a punch from your right foot to gain power, right? So the reason I brought this up because that was one of the things that Floyd Mayweather Jr. said that Devin Haney lacked in his training. But I just stated that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was one of the trainers of Devin the Dream Haney when he was growing up in his professional endeavors, right? So for me to think that Floyd Mayweather Jr. knew that he had to teach the Mayweathers should have known or no knew that there was a correct way to plant your foot in order to get the necessary power to knock a person's head off, right? It's a trained behavior, right? So we know that they knew this, but the question becomes, if Devin didn't know how to do that in the ring with Ryan Garcia, wouldn't it be logical to assume it's because y'all didn't teach him how to do that? For me, in my scientific definitive, right, they are the perpetrator of Devin Haney not knowing the art of how to plant that right foot. And also, they said, I didn't say this. I didn't really critique his jab because, in my opinion, that was an off night. I've never seen Devin Haney that lackadaisical in the ring. If you go back and look at his past fights, right? There was something different about Devin Haney every time he came out, right? That made him better and better and better and better, right? Now, I don't know, it could have been a weight, right? That kind of detoured him from elevating his skill set, right? I don't know, right? And one day, Devin and I will have a conversation about that, right? But the fact remains the same, in my opinion. Ryan Garcia was a cakewalk for Devin Haney, and still is, right? In the rematch that people keep talking about, there will be no rematch, but that's a bunch of crap, right? Not only does the public want to see that, right? But Oscar De La Hoya, who said there would be no rematch, is how Bill Haney said it, peeing on your head and make you think that it's rain, right? That's what that is, right? That is a multi-million-dollar fight. I mean, that's a huge fight on the scale of Mayweather versus Pacquiao. How about that, right? Oscar De La Hoya knows that. Eddie Hearns knows that, right? It's a big fight. So don't be tricked into believing that fight's not going to get made. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be made tomorrow, but it's going to get made, right? Because the way that Devin Haney is going to get back to greatness is we don't really need. I don't know if the Haney's know this, but we don't really need Ryan Garcia. We don't really need Gervonta Tate Davis, right? Devin the Dream Haney is so great that he can establish his greatness through whatever means necessary, other than trying to pick and choose those that say they're great. Because in my opinion, Devin the Dream Haney is great. Why do I say that? Because I've had the opportunity to study Devin Haney from day one up until this loss, and I still critique it, right? Because I know greatness when I see greatness, and I don't know if all this hating had anything to do with Devin Haney's greatness. I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but let the record reflect that this pundit, this artist of boxing, right, is not being showing favoritism toward Devin Haney because we have a relationship. No, I'm actually saying that because I see greatness in Devin Haney, and that one loss is not going to defy his greatness. It's not going to define his greatness. So, with that in mind, I need for y'all to understand, instead of hating with the rest of them fools, you know what I'm saying, that it's a lot into that little teeny weeny loss that Devin Haney took, in my opinion, right? And I think that if people start looking at things logically and realistically, they'll see that there's more room in this fiasco, right, to point out the negativities other than what is being said about different people in the Haney family, right? It's not fair. It's not fair. So those that look at from the outside in, right? Look at everything. Look at everything. Don't look at the picture in the eye, in the lens of a one-dimensional mindset. Grow your thought process to its full potential with anything, right? But right now we're talking about boxing. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm getting my butt out of here. Hit the subscription button, hit the like button, share my video with your friends and your family. And anybody that you see on the street, hey, say that old man got a hell of a podcast going. He not only talks boxing, but he speaks the truth. He speaks politics. He speaks boxing. He speaks life. And most importantly of all, he speaks the truth. With that, gotta go. See you. And some of y'all, like the ones that I mentioned that was hating, I wouldn't want to be you.